Hey guys, thanks for checking out this episode of Anderson's Outdoors. I'm going to be going to the Rio Grande and we're going to be up there trying to catch some pike. So today I'm going to be tying a fly that I hope will be successful. It's called the Clouser Minnow. So what I really want to try to do in these videos is tie a fly, and then like I said, we'll head out and we'll actually go fishing and trying these flies and see if I can actually catch something using these flies that I've tied at home. We just started the Amazon affiliate program. I'm gonna put some links in the description down below. You can click on those links, and then if you buy any of those materials via that link, it'll kick back a very small percentage to us. So it's just a good way for us to try to recoup some of our costs. It's enough talking for now. Let's get to tying this fly. All right guys, what I'm going to be using is a size 2 mustad hook. The thread that I'm using today is probably a little heavier than what I actually need. It's big fly. I've been tying some of these flies with with my Vivus 8/0 thread. That stuff is so strong. Large bead chain eyes. Most people tie the Clouser Minnow with dumbbell eyes that provide a little bit more weight, but I don't even have those. So these eyes are a little bit lighter. That's going to allow this fly to kind of hang in the water column and not sink so rapidly. I'm really looking for this fly to sort of give me a little more time to work it there. So just tying these bead chain eyes on with figure 8 wraps. And then I always like to glue them down just to try to keep them from spinning around on you or coming loose while you're fishing. So some figure 8 wraps and maybe some wraps under just to tighten that down. All right, and then I'm gonna bring my thread up to the front there. The first material that we're gonna tie on, white bucktail. A small sized clump of white bucktail, and the length on that, you want to go about 2 times the shank of the hook, and then you kind of point that down at an angle like that, make a loose wrap to collect those fibers. One more loose wrap, and then just lift up. Then you can kind of tighten up. You're going to go under your dumbbell eyes and then put a wrap right behind, maybe 2 wraps. Okay, then holding that bucktail tight, we're going to make some open spiral wraps towards the back here. Going to tack that down right here with 2 more tight wraps, a couple open spiral wraps back up towards the front, and jump under your dumbbell eyes again. And there you go, that's the body of the fly. And this is actually going to be the underside of the fly. It's going to ride upside down in the water with the hook point up. So, and actually at this point, I'm going to put a quick knot in this. Just so we don't lose any tension on our thread. And I'm going to pop this out of the vise. And we're going to flip it upside down here. Clamp that back down, upside down. It's a little bit easier. I do have a rotary vise, I can just flip it over, but the way this hair has to be on here, it's a little easier actually for me to get it on if I flip that over. I believe this color is root beer of this, it's like a micro crystal flash. Just get a few strands of that. Tie those down with a couple of wraps there. Adds a nice little touch of color and a little sparkle to that fly. And then the last material that we're going to add, I'm going to just use some olive bucktail. It's probably about half a pencil width. And you want the length on that to be equal to the length of your first color that you tied on. I'm going tie this on the same way. Gonna make a loose collecting wrap around the top. One more, two, and tighten up. Then I like to pull back on those a little bit. There we go. Gonna build up a nice tapered head on this guy. Come back. Just put a whip finish on that. And that's pretty much your finished fly. Normally I put a little bit of head cement on these thread wraps just to make them a little more solid. Really looking forward to trying these out in the Rio Grande up in northern New Mexico coming up this weekend. So stay tuned for that episode and you'll get to see how we did fishing the Clouser Minnow for northern pike in the Rio Grande. All right, guys, thanks for checking out this episode of Anderson's Outdoors. Take it easy and we'll catch you next time.